Okay guys, right there's your beetroot. What you want to do before you get started with all of this, you want to make sure skin has a lot of vitamin minerals that your body needs, so do not take that skin off. You just want to wash it and clean it real good. Same thing with your ginger and your turmeric. Same thing. So let's get started.
Jamaican, here comes a rude boy Jamaican.
Alright guys, let's talk about all our ingredients and the different things that we are going to be added into this loaf, or you could say into this bread. Okay guys, so let's talk about this. This is what I have remaining after I juice it and everything. This is what I have left over, and that is what I'm going to use to make this bread. Okay, what I'm going to add to it, I'm going to make this vegan. If you don't want to make this vegan guys, you could make it a regular loaf using eggs. Instead of using eggs, I'm going to be using applesauce. I'm also going to be adding almond milk. This is a half cup of almond milk. If you don't want to use almond milk, coconut milk, regular milk, any kind of milk that suits you, you go ahead and do it. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, vanilla. You're going to need a cup of brown sugar. I'm using organic brown sugar. And a cup of vegetable oil. 2 cups of flour. And the flour that I'm using is the banana flour. I'm also going to add my spice. Half a teaspoon of allspice, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And that is all that I'm going to be using into this loaf. So come on, let's get started. Okay guys, so we are going to move on to our very first step. Now I have my mixture here, and I'm going to put 1 cup of brown sugar and half a cup of applesauce. Okay guys, we are moving on to our next step. Now the first thing I want to do is go ahead and add your flour in, and this is your banana flour. Baking soda goes in, cinnamon powder, salt, and allspice goes in next. Just mix that in, and then we move on to the next step. First thing you want to do is pour your mixture in. Vegetable oil goes in next. Almond milk goes in, and a tablespoon of vanilla, and just mix that in until it comes nice and smooth. So this is what you want it to look like. Just keep mixing it guys until it looks nice and fluffy. You want the texture of your mixture to be nice and fluffy. So that is basically what that looks like. So now we're going to get this ready. At this stage your oven should be on. Your oven should be on 375 degrees, and this is going to take a full hour to bake. So let's get this ready for the oven. Okay guys, now here I have my baking container, and I'm going to use my coconut cooking spray to spray this thing up, so that way my mixture does not stick. Pour your mixture in. So you just want to go ahead and give it a little spanking right there. So that looks really, really good guys. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pop this in my oven, and when I come back I am going to have a perfectly baked bread ready to go. See you back in 1 hour. So okay guys, it's been an hour and my loaf is finished. It's nicely baked. So I'm going to just go ahead and take this out and get a little bit of melted butter and just put that on top of my bread. Now guys, it's time to cut into this goodness. Like, thumbs up, share, share, share. Let me know what you'd like to see me cooking next in my kitchen. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.